Excuse me. That's outside right there. Friends, a bit of a crazy day for me, in a good way. You've heard me speak of Bearclaw. I was up at his place today. I got the footage of going up to his place and that. He had some axes for me. Some beauties. I'll be honest. Some real beauties. Now, if you knew this man, and if you knew about this man, and he's a freaking legend, okay? That's the only way I can put it. The man is he's a human being. He's a man, just like I am, just like you are if you're a man. But he's one of the best timber cutters on the coast, anywhere around here in these parts. He's pretty much the best that I've ever worked with. And I haven't worked with a ton of guys, but I've worked with a few guys. And he is a freaking legend. You mention his name in the fallen community and people are go, oh, yeah. So I have a story about this man and me hooking up together. And it's a special story. And I will tell it one day. I will. I've got some stories to tell you guys, and I'm going to tell it to you. But I want you guys to understand that this man, the only way I can explain it is if you were, how can I put this? It's like meeting a legend. He's a legend in the industry. So here I was as this up-and-comer, this young aspiring woodsman, tree climber, faller, logger, kind of a hybrid guy. I was a hybrid. And I'd heard of this Bearclaw. I've heard of this man. And he just, yeah, just one of those guys that you hear about for years. And well, he ended up calling me one night. I'm not kidding, friends. My wife saw my face, and I ran into my Rita's bedroom with the phone and sat down, and this man, this is how beautiful this guy is. He phoned me because we'd heard about one another. He'd heard about me, and there was a guy that I'd known for years said, you know, you should phone this Buckin Billy Ray character and break him in. Get a hold of Billy Ray. He's a hard worker. He's got his stuff together, and you should get a hold of him. A couple of people were telling Bearclaw this, from what I understand. So he called me. He called me one night, and I almost lost my stuff. I was like, what? I freaked. I ran into the house. Bearclaw's on the phone. He's on the phone. I was driving. Listen to this. This is real funny. I was driving around town with a guy one day, and who's a tree climber and a faller. And we were at a red light right near his home, and he come out of the card lock, and I seen Bearclaw. I seen him there. The guy that was sitting beside me, literally, he jumped out of his seat up on the dashboard and was like had his face pressed against the windshield. That's Bearclaw! That's Bearclaw right there! That's Bearclaw! It's Brian Bearclaw right there! He was like, I'm just trying to convey the fact that this man is a legend in the industry. So anyways, when he called me, friends, it was the pinnacle. I was just like, this man wants to work with me. What is going on? I talked about it forever. So it was amazing. So, but the neat thing about it, I may as well tell it. The neat thing about it, I don't have time to tell the story right now. So, but I'm going to tell it soon. He phoned me and he asked me, you know, if I had any work, and just humble man, you know, faller, like. Anyway, This man's like, hey, I got some girls to feed up here. I got a family to feed. You got any branches I can pull? I need, you know, if you're never looking for a guy, looking for a second hand or a third man to pull some branches or something, I got some young girls up here I got to feed. I just loved him 10 more times than I'd already loved him, and I didn't even know him. He asked if he could pull branches. Like, that was the beginning of a wonderful working relationship and friendship. He packed me out of the bush twice. I was not broke in yet. I could fall, but I wasn't broke in. Anyway, amazing. He gave me these axes today. So, this is a neat one, this one. This is a real splitting axe, this one. Oh yeah, this is a great big splitting axe, This is Bearclaw's had a hold of this. You can guarantee that. Yeah, this is a good axe. Anyway, the handle's pretty. Yeah. Okay. But he's got me a GBA here. I like it. This is a good axe. This one. Oh yeah, the handle's loose. Yep, the handle's loose on her, so that'll come off good. There's a nice handle too, actually. Not bad. Not a bad handle. Yeah, these GBAs were, yeah. This is a chopping axe. This GBA is a chopping axe, not a splitting axe. Beautiful GBA. But what I want to show you, and again, this will be hard for me to get rid of because I love the man so much. It'd be something for me to have when, you know, but this is going to be cool. This is going to be really cool. This is very interesting, actually. This is a German axe, but I don't know if I've ever seen that. Wow. This has got a neat insignia on it. This is a gorgeous axe. And he gives me a freaking HB. Yeah, an HB, okay? 3.5 pound HB Hudson's Bay. Freaking mint. Mint. Bearclaw's axe. I can't believe it. I might have to keep this. I'm not sure. Wow. Excited. Very excited. It's an HB. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Ha ha ha. Pretty freaking cool, friends. Awesome day. Yeah. Bearclaw. Can I, you got any work? I need to feed my family. Can I come and pull some branches for you? The very next day. It felt like it was almost the next day, but it was probably about a week later. I had a job and I needed him. I phoned him. Bearclaw, Buckin. Can you meet me down? Yeah, I can meet you there. Boom. We started working. We started working that day. We never stopped for 3 or 4 years after that together. We became partners. Bearclaw, Buckin and Bearclaw. And we murdered things for years. He pulled me out of the bush once in Port Alberni. I got hit. I made a bad mistake. Terrible mistake. I had some bad habits. I had some terrible habits. And one of them stung me bad. Broke my back, broke my leg. It was ugly. Ripped me to pieces, actually. And he dragged me out of the bush. I was able to walk out that day, but barely. I felt like I'd been grabbed by King Kong and twisted in a knot and thrown over in the corner. That's what I felt like. I didn't walk for about 3 weeks after that. That was bad. But then the second time I got hit was worse. He packed me out that time too. It was ugly. That was a bad one. That was a freak accident. That's the one I'll tell you about. Yeah, there's lots to talk about, friends. That day, that me and Bearclaw worked that first day we worked, I was climbing, he was working on the ground. When I come down to clean up the ground with him and another guy, we caught each other's eye contact. It was strange, friends. I get emotional almost when I tell this story because I'll never ever forget it for as long as I live. And I've actually cried every time I've told this story, and I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. But there was something connection we had. I'll never forget it, and he probably remembers it too. He's a quiet man. He's not loud. He's quiet. We were walking around on the ground working, just grabbing branches, cleaning up, doing tree work. And we walked by one another, and we caught eye contact. And there was like a kindred moment there. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to sound silly. This was crazy, friends. I remember the color of his eyes as I'm telling this story to you right now. I remember the color of his eyes and the smirk on his face. We looked into each other's eyes, and we smirked. Both of us smirked at the same time. It was like, sorry. It was crazy. He tossed a little stick at me, which was odd. I just met the man. He kind of threw a stick at me and smiled at me. And I don't know what it was about that, but that may sound just completely weird to you. But I was raised by my mother. Okay, so I think it might have had something to do with maybe some father issue or something I had at the time. I don't know. I'm not sure. But he smirked at me. I smirked at him. We were working like banshees. That's just a word I use, banshees. I hope no one takes offense to that. It's just working like a banshee. It's just something we've said for years. Both of us were just going. And it was that connection. It was the connection at work that we were both just, we knew. It was weird. I can't explain it, friends. It was special to me. It's like I'd been accepted by this freaking guru it was crazy, friends. So that's the story of meeting Bearclaw. I hope I conveyed the intensity of it. So that was it. After that day, we worked together forever. Here comes my boy. I got to pump up his tire. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Over and out.